Hello, hopla. Hi everybody. I'm very happy to see you there today in Vivatech. It's great pleasure for us to see that first of all we have so many people and that we were able to gather entrepreneurs, investors, and of course people that invest like us, BPI France, but also EIC, Business Angel, and so on. I am François Fournier. I'm in charge of innovation within BPI France. This event is in a particular moment for us because, as you probably know, France has put a strong momentum 10 years ago with the launch of La French Tech. And we start to see, after 10 years, it's a long journey, the first result, especially in AI those days, but in many other parts. But since 5 years, we decided that we need, within this French Tech, to launch a new initiative called Le Plan Deeptech. We understood, like many of our colleagues in Europe and the world, that the world of innovation was changing, and that startup was probably the best way to create innovation, not only in the digital, but also in all new space of the industry, and that we need to accelerate for that the transfer of technology within our university. We have a strong background of university in France, but clearly we knew that we need to do more startup to accelerate the tech transfer. And President Macron, within this initiative, give us a huge objective, 500 startups a year. We were 5 years ago at around 150, and we are proud to announce that we have doubled this number, more than 300 startups created link with the university in 2023. So it's good, but we know that we have ahead of us even harder journey to go up to those 500. We are more and more, as far as we progress in this path, convinced that this is a major plan for France, and that we have, with this initiative, with this ambition that I think is followed strongly by Europe, by EIC, but also, of course, other countries. We think that we have here something that can transform our country. First of all, because when we look at what we have built with those startups, we see that we are clearly in very strategic area. 1/3 of those startups are in the health tech, 1/3 are in the green tech, and 1/3 are in what we call sovereign technology, like AI, like quantum, and like robotics. So clearly, this fits perfectly with what we need more in Europe, and we are creating then the future of those transformations. The second thing we discover is that with those startups, especially those deep tech startups, we have a path also for reindustrialization. We understand little by little that those startups are creating more and more product and that they need more and more factories. So we launch with the support of the government and France 2030, the plan that Macron launched 3 years ago. We launched a new plan over the deep tech plan called the plan Startup Industrial, which aim at support the creation of the industry of those startups. And we track the numbers of those factories, and we see that they are rising on a very good pace, which gives us more and more interest to follow the deep tech plan and this industrial startup and factory plan. So we are on track, but clearly we need more momentum, and we need to work differently in the future. We need to accelerate the transformation of the tech transfer in France. Even nowadays, we need to go faster, we need to simplify, and I think the government is working on it. We need to work also more and more with our European colleagues. I mentioned the EIC we work with in this event. I think it's a very strong signal of the commitment of France to work more and more closely with the EIC and to create a European ecosystem. We will succeed together, even though we are in kind of competition with Germany, with Italy, with UK. It's a way of clearly create momentum, and EIC is a way also for us to work together and to give us, of course, more money. The other things we need is clearly more money to feed those startups, because the more we create them, the more we finance them, the more we need, and you need, especially the startups which are there, more money to do that. And this event is a good example of what we want to do. So we launch a tender. I think there were 250 startups who commit to this plan. We select with the IC, with a well-known, and I would like to thank them, European VC fund. It's not only French one, even though we love the French one, but we money has no country, so we love European and international money. So there were a lot of European VC. We were part of this initiative to select 50 startups who we believe are, I would say, the top of the startup we should invest in the coming months. And this event is a way to accelerate the catalyst in between the money and the project. And I hope that at the end of the day, we will have deals, of course, but we will have also, which is more and more important, get together, connection in between the VC, connection in between entrepreneurs, connection with EIC, BPI France, the France 2030 project, because again, we will succeed together, and that's the way we will create this new ecosystem. So thank you very much for listening to my very French accent. The more I will work with the European Commission, the best I will I hope I will improve my English, but as you can see, as in the Deeptech plan, we have a lot of job to do together. So thank you very much for being there, and again, have a great afternoon, and see you then.